Hi, and welcome to Spyrosoft's podcast series Make It Easy, where we free dive into the technology landscape area and we discuss all kinds of cool stuff. Today with me, I'm your host, Sandra. Hi. We have Andrew Radcliffe, co-founder and managing director for Spyrosoft UK from Bournemouth.
That's right, yeah.
How are you doing, Andrew?
Hi, doing very well, thank you very much. Nice to see you.
Fabulous. You know, this is our first podcast that is not purely on a technical area.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be quite exciting to discuss something else.
Yeah. I think it's a great opportunity to give people an insight in the day-to-day activities in Spyrosoft UK, which is slightly different from the other Spyrosoft group companies. So. Yeah.
That it is, and I really want to talk about that maybe a little bit later, because I would like, if it's okay with you, to start from the beginning. I was thinking that you could maybe tell us a little bit about the origins of Spyrosoft.
Sure, yeah. Okay, so Spyrosoft was originally founded in 2016. Comrade Weisker and myself, colleagues from previous companies. I know Comrade very well, and we had this idea about how to create a technology company that would be really honest and kind of open and collaborative and really kind of different, really, to set aside, you know, the usual poor kind of delivery that a lot of people in IT experience. We wanted to really do something about that and build a company that does what it says, you know, that is progressive, and we set out to do it. And that was back in the beginning of 2016.
That's not so long ago, actually.
No, we're coming up on 8 years old now, and we've grown a lot in that amount of time, and we're really proud of our progress. It's a very interesting story, which I'd love to share.
How was the first year? Because usually when you start a company, if it's a startup or not, the first year is the hardest. Did you feel like giving up in the first year?
No, never. We've always seen exactly what we wanted to do. We had very clear goals. We wanted to create this great company, but it was really about solving problems. It was always about the challenges that people face working in IT, and how we can build a company that really addresses those challenges head on and gives a great outcome. So we were very fixed on that right from day one. We really wanted to create this company that was world leading, that would really show other companies, you know, that IT, you know, can have a great outcome to a technology project and solve a business problem, and that's really what we've done.
That's awesome. That's really great. I was going to ask you, do you feel like you've achieved that goal? But I feel like you've already told
Absolutely,
me that.
we've achieved the goal, and the story's not ended. You know, there's much more work to do, and the company is really going in a great direction. So yes, we're really positive about it.
Speaking of the direction, I'm more curious now if we can talk about specifically the UK office.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about the landscape Spyrosoft operates here in the UK?
Yeah, sure. So we do a lot of work in a number of different industries. So predominantly financial services, geospatial, media, and there are some others as well. But at the end of the day, we're a technology company providing our services. So we have the experts that know how to solve business problems through technology. So we work in those domains that I've mentioned, plus some others. But at the end of the day, it's about solving those challenges. So we take a consultative approach. We work with our customers to really try and understand what their problem is. And then we take an independent view and bring the right technologists to the project at the right time on an on-demand basis, and they work together as a team and work and deliver that solution to the business problem. So it's about a lot of collaborative teamwork. It's a lot about communication and working in an agile way. Agile principles really are very strong inside Spyrosoft, and really from day one when we set the company up, it was about those founding principles. Team working, collaboration, transparency, working together to deliver a common goal. And that's really how Spyrosoft has been built. So when we engage with our customers, it's all about that teamwork kind of approach. So inside the UK at the moment, there is a lot of demand for technology solutions, technology services. At the moment in our industry, there's not really enough people to meet the projects. So a lot of customers come to us and ask for help.
When you say there are not enough people to meet the demand, you mean in UK as a general?
In general,
as a market.
yes, that's right. In the UK market, in all of the different industries I've mentioned, it's the same challenge. We don't seem to have enough engineers with the technical skills that are required. So companies come to companies like Spyrosoft asking for a team extension, an augmentation of their internal teams. And they work with us to fulfill that.
You're constantly talking about modeling, shaping, reshaping, which is actually part of our mission and vision for the company. If I'm correct, it's shaping technology together.
That's right.
How did that originate?
So we really wanted the sort of slogan for the company to be reflective of our approach. And lots of customers, as I say, come to us really with a challenge or a problem, or they can't do something, they don't know how to innovate, or they don't know how to solve this problem. And our slogan, Shaping Technology Together, really echoes the way that we engage, and we like to work as an extended team with that customer. So Shaping Technology Together, I feel, is a great slogan. It's something that's very true to how we operate. And it's authentic, and I think it's the right words, really, in a very short sentence. It's the right way to describe it.
That's really, really cool. I've been working with Spyrosoft for a lot less than you, because I came along the road. And it's quite interesting because I was interpreting the slogan, the Shaping Technology Together, as you and I in a team together. Mm-hmm. But what I understand from you now, it's that it's actually you, I, and the client. We're all together and
that's
shaping everything.
That's right. Mm-hmm. It's very much the whole, everybody that's needed in order to solve that problem, working together in collaboration, working together in a constructive, transparent way. So it's about everybody aligning to that goal, and then going ahead and doing it and achieving the goal.
How do our clients feel about this ownership, basically, and sharing the ownership and getting feedback and shaping together? Because we all know that usually clients have an approach of they ask for something, they expect it back. How do they react to our ways of working, of togetherness and getting involved?
I think the landscape of IT has changed slightly in the last maybe 10, 15 years. Previously, it was very much a sort of supplier relationship. I'm the customer, you're the supplier, we need to go and deliver this thing, and you hand it over to me when it's done. That doesn't exist anymore. These days it's much more about a partnership. Everybody wins, so it's a win-win approach. Mm-hmm. And certainly Spyrosoft takes this approach, working in customer engagement. So we like to obviously make sure we deliver the project. We like the customer to win and get its objectives met. But equally, the customer appreciates that we win as well, because we're with them on the ride. We want to build our company by delivering great solutions, and that's what we do. It's the win-win.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Awesome. I was also thinking about asking you about our nomination from Financial Times as being the fastest growing company of 2021, and we're still there in the top 1,000 for the last couple years. How do you feel that it reflects having that fastest growing tech company name, and how does it match our mission, our vision, our slogan, and how does it actually change our actions, mindset as a company, as a people?
Sure, yeah. Well, look, firstly, achieving the fastest technology company in Europe growth-wise was such an important goal for us. It was something that we wanted to achieve, and we did achieve it. It's bred such positivity in the company. It's validation, really, for our idea right from day one when we set the company up. And that validation really gives you the positive mindset that you are doing the right things and the success is coming. And when you talk to customers that have seen that accolade, we're asked about it, and being able to say that that is true, then it was a great result for all of us. Internally, the teams, the staff, all the employees and everybody associated with the company, it's something that's really proud. They're very proud of. It's Financial Times is a world brand. Everybody knows the FT. So it's helped us in terms of building our market share, finding some new customers, but also it's validation internally and a sense of pride in what we've achieved.
Amazing. How about if I were to ask you about the culture here in UK, the company culture, of course, because I would ask you about cultural things in general.
Yeah, okay.
But we're going to do that afterwards.
Okay.
How would you describe the vibe here in the office? How are people like-minded, and what's the glue holding them together?
Sure. So yeah, the Spyrosoft UK team, that they are a very positive bunch. They're a good. They integrate very well together, and they like to understand the reasons why we do certain things. So we like to share our information. We like to describe our plans, and we work with them as one team. And the nature of the work that they do. So we have lots of roles that are very client facing. So they like to understand the reason why the customer wants a certain project. So it's a roadmap for the customer, then they want to understand, their part in it. So we have lots of people that really like that direct customer engagement. And then taking that information internally, we like to understand it, of course, but share that information across all the different teams within Spyrosoft that are involved with that customer. So we feel we give them a really good balanced view. And I think they really enjoy that. They like that direct relationship with all the different customers, the variety of the projects that come to us. And from their point of view, in terms of their careers, they can move between projects in financial services or media, or geospatial or others, and that variety, that change gives them more of a toolkit that they can use, in their career as they grow, and we're really happy with that, because I personally feel that our experience as a technology services provider is well-rounded, and we can share insight into other industries that the customer may not have thought about. Mm-hmm. So it's quite common for us, for example, from our automotive business, to share insight in what's happening with location. So geospatial and automotive sort of meet together, and that shared learning and understanding and insight is really valuable for both customers in each of those industries. So we're happy to do that where we can, as a value add to our services, and it's well received, I think, from the customers too.
You were talking about the fact that most of the roles here in the UK are client-facing. If my understanding is correct, you have solution architects, project managers, Scrum masters, business analysts, digital product designers.
Designers,
sorry.
yeah.
And I think you mentioned already some aspects, but do you think there are others that make this site different from all the others in the Spyrosoft world, which are more on the software service oriented area?
Yeah, I think there is a difference. So as I say, Spyrosoft UK is it consists of all of the client-facing roles that you've mentioned. What we do is provide that consultancy, that engagement with the customer that really tries to understand the what, what are you trying to achieve and why is it so important? And then we work with them to show them how it can be achieved. And that's where we then work across the Spyrosoft group to bring the right engineers to deliver. But in the UK, it's very much about working at that higher level to try and understand the reasons why and what do they want. And then we use our insight from the cross industries to really add value, to really take that customer on to a place that they find quite exciting, because it unlocks creativity, unlocks innovation, and and we like to thrive in that space as well. So yeah, it's really good, and that insight passes, of course, into the delivery teams in our other offices around the world, and we're happy to share that information, and we collaborate with our friends in the different Spyrosoft countries who are working on those projects. And and all together we're a well-rounded, cohesive team that delivers to the customer's needs. So we find that's quite unique in the market. Some of our sort of USP, if you like, our value add, is around our ability to really scale quickly. Some customers come to us asking for 20, 30 people, and we're able to turn that into a team, into a team pretty quickly. And it's driven really by that understanding of how to deliver and matching it with what the customer is asking us to do. So yeah, it's a lively place to work. So coming back to my first comment, it's a busy working environment, but it's a fun working environment. We're working with some great technology. We're solving real business problems. And some of the opportunities really right now, applying AI, for example, and machine learning into the different industries that we're working, we get to look at some fantastic efficiencies that can be gained by using AI, and taking that sort of consultancy approach into other domains, which we're growing, like legal, for example. We have a legal business unit here in the UK, and we're focused on growing the legal customer base through partners and direct customer relationships. Applying these new technologies and new tools like AI and machine learning directly into those domains really will make a difference to those customers and how they undertake their day-to-day work. So yeah, I'm really excited about that.
It's quite interesting that you're mentioning, by the time we're going to post this podcast, it's going to be in the past, so it's going to be a back to the future moment.
Right.
But in the present timeline, tomorrow we have a webinar with Toby.
Okay.
I don't know if you managed to check it out, maybe register, maybe you'll have some time to just
Sure, yeah.
let it play on the background. We're going to talk exactly about one small part out of what you said, which is basically how to use AI to enhance your day-to-day business, and it's really cool. So
fantastic.
The future, I'm not quite sure what time to use, what timeline, but
right.
Maybe one more question.
Sure.
About the office, which is what values and benefits actually distinguish our office.
Our office, yeah, that's right. It's our office.
But the office itself on the UK market, what makes it special?
So we operate like a hybrid working environment in the UK. So a lot of our team, they like to come to the office. They like to feel a part of the team directly. We ask them to be in the office, 50% of the time. Okay, and when they're in, there's some great interaction between the teams and so on. But I think it's really important from a delivery point of view, because those ideas, those little conversations that spark the idea, it's very hard to do that if you're working remotely. So we have this sort of culture in the UK of being in the office at least 50% of the time. We like to have lunch together, we like to celebrate together, we like to share our ideas and work in common ways, but we like to work together as one team, even though we're working on multiple customer projects. So there's this balance that we have to do, that we are actually our own team. But yeah, the office environment is very important to us. It's part of our identity, it's part of our brand in the UK, and it's very important. Bournemouth is our head office. We have 2 growing satellite offices, regional offices. We're really excited, particularly at this point in time, around Newcastle. It's a really interesting, vibrant technology community, which we're becoming a part of in Newcastle at the moment. So into the future, our culture, our brand will pop up in other areas of the UK through different regional presence. I'm thinking other cities, major cities, but Bournemouth is our headquarters, and that's I guess the heart of Spyrosoft UK at this time. And we're excited about the opportunities the other regional locations will give us. So I've said a little bit about Newcastle. But the technology communities in each of those locations will be really important to our growth.
Absolutely.
And also a front door to our customers in those areas of the country as well. So yeah, it's a chance to show them the Spyrosoft brand, the value, the way we collaborate in a local way. So yeah, that's the plan.
I actually wanted to mention this, that I love the vibe of your office.
Oh, thank you.
Entering here, it felt like home. I love the fact that I asked the team about the backgrounds on the walls.
Right, yeah.
And they said they created them
That's
by
right.
themselves.
Yeah.
And I think I feel like that is such a unique addition, having them included, or actually not included, creating the backgrounds, and at the same time it being also Spyrosoft. It's a part of them, it's a part of Spyrosoft. So
that's right. We were lucky because we found this great building and we had an opportunity to move in, you're right, we asked if it was okay if we could decorate the walls as we wished, and we asked the team how do they want to do it. We came up with a theme, and we've done that, and it gives again another sense of identity and a collective ownership, and an identity really is the right word. And also one of our designers, I'll mention this, but I'm sure she won't mind. One of our designers has a hobby. She likes collage.
Okay.
And during one of her projects, she asked me if she could create a collage for Spyrosoft, and I said yes, okay. And she went away, and I think it was maybe 3, 4, 5 months later she came back and she presented this incredible collage of the Spyrosoft logo with a background, and it picks out themes of the Bournemouth area, so the beaches, the buildings, and links it through to technology as well. And it's just little things like that really make it a great place to work. It feels like we're more than just work colleagues. We're friends as well, and we're all trying to build this company together. And and that was really, really great to be given that.
You mean the collage in Gemma's office?
Yes, in Gemma's office, the HR office.
Is it something we can share with the people? Can we maybe take
Absolutely.
a picture and
Yeah.
put it on the, probably somewhere here in the post-production of our YouTube?
I'm sure we can do that, yeah.
Perfect.
And I must give credit. So the lady that created it was called Ezgi. So Ezgi is the lady, the artist that created this for us. So my thanks go to Ezgi.
Same here. Thank you, Ezgi. Okay, so someone will have the duty to put probably here or somewhere a picture of the collage, which is absolutely fabulous, and I love it. Maybe one more question.
Sure.
Probably a couple more. Let's see how,
That's okay.
how this goes.
Of course.
What do you see as the latest market trends And where do you find the most exciting opportunities for us to join in for the foreseeable future?
Yeah, okay. So there's a lot going on at the moment in technology. Of course, the obvious one at this time is AI. Everyone's talking about AI and how we use AI.
Yeah.
So I would add to that, and in fact, I would take a step back. So AI and machine learning relies a lot on data.
Okay.
And over the last, let's say 10 years or so, lots of companies have been collecting lots of data and not really knowing what to do with it. You know I need it, but I don't know quite what to do with it. What does it give me? So there's a huge opportunity there to actually take now this big data and really look inside that data using the latest tools to unlock it, to look for trends, to look for patterns, to look for opportunity in that data. And I think the tools that we can use to do that really now have started to become exciting.
Yeah.
And I think for the next few years, we will start to see that data being unlocked, paired up with AI, and we'll achieve a level of efficiency gain, automation in our back office processes, that type of thing. And lots of companies, you know, will see that opportunity and will take advantage of it. So they will accelerate their internal processes. People perhaps won't need to work quite so hard in the job that they had, and I think their job will now be slightly different, and they'll use these AI tools to help them in their job. And I think that's going to be an interesting opportunity for everybody over the next few years. Away from the obvious of AI and machine learning and the big data I mentioned, I also see security as being quite an interesting opportunity for people, particularly in the current climate, you know, at the moment in the world. It's an unsettled place. So there's a trend in technology for zero trust security, and I think that will be pushed even more. In terms of Spyrosoft's offer into those, I think using our consultancy services, where we can work with customers to really introduce them to this changing landscape of technology, I think we can work together to shape up those projects. You know, as our slogan says, shaping technology together, that's what we want to do. We want to bring our talent and our knowledge and really help those customers solve their problems and innovate and move their business along and take advantage of this automation in this new era of AI. We're prime location to really enable our customers to have that.
Which is actually quite interesting how you put it, that it will help us do our job.
Yes.
Because there's still I don't know why there's this rumor still going on that AI and robots will be taking over our jobs, and we're gonna become the robots and they will take over the world, you know, like a Hollywood,
like a sci-fi movie.
Yeah, exactly. But do you feel like in this moment, do you feel like you're benefiting from AI or machine learning to make your life easier?
That's right. I think it's all about efficiency, and this is a tool in the toolbox. That's all it is. There's a lot of media hype about, you know, the dangers of it, and there are dangers of it, you know, in AI. There is a discussions going on at the moment about ethics and, you know, keeping it under control, and I completely agree with those things. They do need to be there. But the reality, I think, is for people doing a day job, you know, you're not going to lose your job tomorrow. This is about how you embrace it. It's coming. It's obvious. It's here, and it's coming even more so. But I think people should be asking themselves, how do I use those tools in my toolbox for my job, and how can I? Just because it took me 5 hours before to do this process manually, it might not need to take 5 hours in now, because I can use an AI tool that maybe shortens that to 1 hour's worth of work. And that's the efficiency gain I'm talking about. So people will be able to perhaps do more with less effort, personally. And and that knowledge and understanding of how to control the AI to help you in your role, that's the value.
Yeah.
That's the exciting thing that people, I think, should be interested in, you know, because it makes your job easier. So, yeah.
The fun story is my mom. She's around 50 something. Sorry, Mom, for disclosing the age. She will probably listen to this. And she's a teacher. And quite a few days ago, she was asking me, how do I use ChatGPT? Oh, can it do that for me? Can
Right.
it do the other thing? So I really think that if people would understand this, what you just said, that it's as you said,
Yep.
a tool in your toolbox,
Yeah.
it can help.
That's
Most
right.
probably everybody.
Absolutely. It's not something to be afraid of. It's something that just try and be a bit open-minded about and use it. I mean, inside Spyrosoft, you know, we're looking at how we use AI to help us run our business, and you know, we're helping our customers do the same thing. So it's about an individual to learn how to use it, but also how an organisation uses it and benefits from it. So our consultancy approach, we can come and work with those people and those customers and those teams and really show them the benefits and, you know, how to put the right controls in place to make sure that, you know, it's safe and it accelerates the efficiency that they're looking for. Because ultimately that saves cost, saves time, you know, and that's what the customers are looking for. Yeah. So I think it's going to be exciting, you know, a few years ahead of us. Spyrosoft are really well primed to work in that new innovative landscape. Our services will carry on growing. Our footprint in the UK will carry on growing through our regional offices, and hopefully we'll carry on delivering some fantastic technology solutions that meet the customer's needs. So yeah, good things await.
I mean, that was such a good wrap-up of our discussion that the only thing left for me to say is thank you, Andrew.
Thank you. No, thank you. It's been good.
Thank you for taking the time and for sharing with us.
Yep.
I guess that's it.
Pleasure. Thank
we
you.
can close for today, and I hope to meet you again, I don't know, maybe in a year's time, and
Definitely.
we can see what's changed in the meantime.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you.
Awesome.
That's great.
And thank you for everybody listening. We will hear you